Here's another cool tip. Periodically, when you're cleaning it off, and you do clean it off, right? Periodically, when you clean it off, you want to check your bike frame, right? Because remember, it still is just a bicycle, right? It's made out of steel. This one is made out of steel. They take a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? It is a real metal frame, but these things vibrate a lot. And when you're driving along, if you're like me, you're in the city, you're driving along. The streets are not, this is not utopia. The streets are not perfect. There's a lot of bumps and holes and cracks and all kinds of junk, right? That hit with solid. You got a solid frame here, right? We got a solid fork. We don't have suspension, right? So the frame takes a pretty good pounding. When you're driving along, you say 25, 30 miles an hour or something, grooving along, even up on the canal, it's still pretty rough. So periodically, what you want to do is you want to check all your welds, right, for your frame, your flanges here, make sure everything is still good and solid, it's not cracked. Here, let's take a closer look, you know what I'm saying, it's not cracked, right, you want to take a good look at it, make sure everything is good, right, check all of your joints, your seat posts, make sure its tie is not wobbling. You want to check your support, right, frames, right here, all this stuff, you want to make sure, it's all good, look at all of it, check your bearings, check your wheels, right, check your neck head. All of this stuff, you especially want to pay attention to the area down here around the bottom bracket, right? Because this is where a lot of the vibration happens. Right? You want to check these welds really good underneath here. Right? This little kickstand bracket can crack and vibrate from underneath because it's just not very welded on very good. Right? You want to make sure everything is good. Right? When you're looking at. Alright, so you don't, unfortunately, one of those days hit a pothole and you had a crack that you didn't see in your frame somewhere, and you hit a pothole and bang, and there you go, the whole frame, the whole bottom end drops out and you crash and you get all scuffed up and you die because this is something that you should have been doing all along, because remember, it's just a bicycle. Right, the base platform here is just a bicycle. They were, back in the day, bicycles were motorcycles with motors on them. Yes, they were, and all that stuff. But nowadays, most of these, like this one's a Schwinn. This is not really a Schwinn. This is a Pacific. It's made over there in Chinaland, right? And we all know, what their stuff could be like. You know what I'm saying? So you really do want to check all this stuff and make sure that the bicycle part of your motorized bike is in good shape. So you don't crash and die because the frame cracks or became apart right here. You want to make sure that you're not getting any ordinary rubs or unordinary rubs or any of that shit. Right? And in general, just, this is one of those things that goes along with the weekly maintenance. I just forgot to mention it because that video was getting a little bit long. But here, you know what I'm saying? Check to make sure all your bolts are tight. You know what I'm saying? You got your good clearances here. Right? Everything's working good. That's what you really want to do. Checking your frame for cracks.